Welcome to another Highland League Weekly Preview Show. I'm Ryan Cryle and here's Callum with everything you need to know about this weekend's big game.
The main game for us this weekend on Highland League Weekly is Nairn County versus Strathspey Thistle at Station Park. It's an opportunity for both sides to get off the mark in the Breedon Highland League. They're both pointless, having played 4 games. They'll also be hoping to sharpen up in front of goal. In their 4 league fixtures, the Wee County have yet to score a goal, while the Grant and Jags have only scored twice in their league outings so far this season. So both sides will be hoping to be a bit more clinical in front of goal. It was Nairn who had the better of the 2 meetings between the teams last season. They won 4-2 at Station Park and earned a 1-1 draw at Seafield Park, but we'll see how things pan out this time around on Monday's Highland League Weekly.
Okay, competition time. First of all, first order of business is to clear up who won last week's competition for this beautiful Highland League Weekly current mug. Maybe not this exact one, but one of the ones from under my desk. The winner, who entered by email and answered the question, which club has won the GPH Builders Merchants Highland League Cup the most times, was Connor Macaulay, who got the correct answer, which was Keith, who won the trophy.
Is it Connor Macaulay that plays for Lossiemouth?
Is it Connor Macaulay that plays for Lossiemouth? You tell us, Connor, when you get back to us. It's sport@pressandjournal.co.uk with your address and we'll send you this mug. Moving on to this week's question then, we'll be doing Nairn and Strathspey Thistle as our big game on Saturday. But can you tell us when the last time Strathspey beat Nairn was? We just want the year and you could give them the chance of winning one of these lovely Highland League Weekly mugs.
The second game for us this weekend on Highland League Weekly is Clach versus Fraserburgh at Grant Street Park, and here's 3 things you need to know. Clach are still searching for their first win in the Highland League this season. They've picked up 2 draws and they'll also be looking to bounce back from last weekend's 7-0 hammering by Broch Rangers. Fraserburgh are hoping to continue their excellent goal scoring form. In 5 games in all competitions this season, the Broch have racked up 23 goals. Fraserburgh had the better of the 2 meetings between the sides last season. They prevailed 5-0 at Bellslee and then drew 1-1 with Clach at Grant Street Park.
Crystal ball time then, and following last week's predictions where only 1 point was garnered by the opposition. I was the opposition. What was the score I got again?
1.
It was Keith beating Nairn County. So that takes the score to 12-4. I think just a reminder how this works. Get the correct result, we get 1 point. If we get the correct score line, it's 3 points. Instead, our 2 games this weekend, first and foremost, we've got Nairn County against Strathspey Thistle.
Again, this is, I don't know. This is a funny one because Strathspey getting that cup win in the Highland League Cup last weekend makes me go, ooh. And Nairn have been patchy so far. But I think Nairn Pluck's got to turn at some point, so I'm going to go for 2-0 to Stephen Mackay's side.
Okay, Nairn, they did score twice. It should not be forgotten against Keith at the weekend, despite going out of the Highland League Cup. So I'm going to say 4-1 to Nairn County. Oof. Game 2?
Clach against Fraserburgh. I backed the Broch last time and they let me down against Bucky, but they've just scored 9 at Devon Vale, so you have to kind of stick with them because the Lillywhites, again, they shipped 7 against Broch last weekend. So yeah, I'm going to go Fraserburgh. I think they'll win well. I'm going to say 1-5. So 5-1 to the away team.
1-5?
Yeah, because I'm quoting the home team first.
Okay.
But 5-1 Fraserburgh. Here you go, I'll rephrase it.
So Clanacurran for me are struggling at the moment. Don't think that's a secret. Took a heavy loss at the weekend against Broch. Didn't seem to lay a glove on them. Jordan McDonald was very unhappy with the performance. I think they'll be improved this weekend, but I still think Fraserburgh, especially if they play like they did against Devon Vale and have that threat going forward, will score goals. I'm going to say 5-2 to Fraserburgh. Okay, check back in that next week to see how we got on.
Bags today looking to get back to winning ways as they return to the league action where they've taken 10 points out of a possible 12 so far and they'll be facing a Lossiemouth side yet to get off the mark in the league this season.
Inverurie, buoyed by their progress in the GPH Builders Merchants Highland League Cup, are still looking for their first points in the Breedon Highland League, and it won't be easy for them against a Broch side who've won their last 7 league games at home.
Now both of these sides are undefeated in the Breedon Highland League. Last time out in the league, Buckie Thistle lost a 100% record, drawing with Formartine United. Huntly, meanwhile, looked really promising so far, and last time out in league business, they beat Inverurie Locos.
Keith, buoyed by a 3-2 win in the Highland League Cup against Nairn County last weekend, are at home again as they welcome a Formartine United side looking to get back to winning ways after suffering their second defeat of the campaign to Brechin City.
Now Ross Jacks Rothes were on a really good run, 3 games undefeated before they lost their GPH Builders Merchants Highland League Cup first round clash against Inverurie Locos at home on Saturday. They'll be looking to bounce back. Easier said than done though against Brechin City, the champions. They're still undefeated in the Breedon Highland League this season. They've won all but one of their games so far, and at the weekend recorded an impressive 3-1 victory over Formartine United at North Lodge Park in the Highland League Cup.
The Scorries did the double over United last season, however the visitors to Caithness will be optimistic this weekend, having taken 9 points from a possible 15 to start the season.
Devon Vale, reeling from that 9-0 home Highland League Cup exit to Fraserburgh last weekend, entertain a free scoring Forest Mechanics looking for their 4th win out of 5.
That's it for this week's Highland League Weekly preview show. Just a reminder, this weekend we'll be filming Nairn County against Strathspey Thistle and Clach against Fraserburgh as our 2 highlights games ahead of Monday's Highland League Weekly, which will be on the Press and Journal website. As always, in the meantime, please follow us on social media. We're on Twitter, you can join our Facebook group, which is called Highland League Weekly. You can follow us on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, we're everywhere. You can also sign up to the Press and Journal's Highland League newsletters for the latest Highland League match reports, reaction pieces, interviews, all that stuff. There's a link to do that somewhere on this page. Before then, enjoy football, whichever games you're watching this weekend.